saying now he will destroy Anthony Joshua. They can't put it on in this climate. There's no money for it. Nobody wants to pay that kind of money with no crowds. Unless we get a normal way of going on and back to how it was in 2018, forget all the big fights. There'll be no fights ever like that ever again.
There's been a rumor going around the YTBC that Deontay Wilder is thinking about retiring, or he is going to retire if he doesn't get a rematch with Tyson Fury. That couldn't be farther from the truth. World Boxing News contacted Shelly Finkel, who is Deontay Wilder's manager, and he says Wilder will fight again, and he will fight this year, and he hasn't fallen out of love with boxing by any stretch. He wants to get back in the title picture. I don't know who started this rumor, but Deontay Wilder is one win away from getting back in the title picture. I mean, a big win. If he beats Andy Ruiz, he's back right where he needs to be. I mean, Ruiz fights Chris Arreola May 1st. I think Wilder gets in there with a Robert Helenius or Adam Kownacki. He'll look impressive against them. And then they're on a collision course. Andy Ruiz, Deontay Wilder, PBC, big pay-per-view fight. And the winner of that will be back in a title hunt. If you're that close, why would you retire? I mean, if he suffers another knockout loss to like an Andy Ruiz or a Dillian White, and I forgot about Dillian White because Dillian White's in the title picture too because he's the interim champion. He's above all of them. In reality, Wilder only lost one fight. I don't think he'll be champion again. I think he's been exposed. But that's my opinion. Doesn't mean it's right. It's just an opinion. We got to see what happens in the ring. I'm glad he's not retiring. I want to see how he recovers from his first loss. Maybe the Browns bomber could prove me wrong. Tyson Fury was named Ring Magazine heavyweight champion, followed by Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. And Fury posted a Twitter of himself with a caption saying, "I'm the boss. I'm the boss of the heavyweight division." Now, when it comes to this stuff, you find hypocrites all around boxing channels, the boxing world, because Callum Smith was the #1 ranked super middleweight champion by Ring Magazine. And when Canelo beat him, and I brought that up, that, Callum Smith was the #1 super middleweight by Ring Magazine, that doesn't mean anything. Canelo fought an easy opponent. That now Tyson Fury is the #1 heavyweight, or he's the heavyweight champion of the Ring Magazine. All of a sudden, the Ring Magazine means something now. All I'm saying is this: keep the same energy. Stop moving the goalposts when it's your favorite fighter. Now, I'm not Ring Magazine, Boxing Scene, World Boxing News. I'm just a boxing fan with a channel. And my opinion is this: I gotta see Tyson Fury prove it in the ring that he's the best heavyweight in the world. Prove that you're the boss in the ring. World Boxing News, Ring Magazine, all those other boxing publications that rank you #1, you gotta show and prove it in the ring. Beating Schwartz and Otto Wallin is turning into a decent fighter, and an overweighted Wilder is not going to be enough to say you're the boss in the heavyweight division. Brian Kenny says that Tyson Fury should be #1 because he's undefeated. And another commentator, and I forgot his name, but I always like what he says. Everything he says, well, most of the time it makes sense. He says Anthony Joshua has a better resume. Brian Kenny said, so, well, Tyson Fury's undefeated and he beat Deontay Wilder. No surprise there. That is boxing's landscape now. And that's why, as boxing fans, we don't get the fights we want to see because all these guys are scared to lose their O. When you look at Fury's 13-year career, he's fought 2 quality guys, or what most people would call quality guys: Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder. He's been able to skate through the division over his 13-year career, basically. And now he's in a big money fight with Anthony Joshua when the crowds can come in. His dad want to cry if there's no money. Of course there's not any money yet. We're still going through a pandemic. Leave your thoughts and comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.